On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. This time he's got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, fourth down in their own end, and they're going for it. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
The Longhorns are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
To throw, it's Manning. He's got his man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
You talk about ball control offense. This offense just held the ball for the whole first quarter and then some. Strung a drive together, making the great plays when they needed them. That's a great opening statement from this offense.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Coming out with it, it's Adams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4 down, baby.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking red. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Hold and fire complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Complete downfield. Wide open spaces. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field, it's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that. But thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the tight end. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Fires to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Under fire. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Seconds of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on first down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
One more snap coming before halftime.
42 Spider. 4-2.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bernard. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Back to throw, it's Simpson. Makes the grab on the left. He's past the 30. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Gonna look downfield again. Quick completion on the out route. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Fires to the big fella. The Tide will get the first down.
That was a nice grab by the tight end. Didn't get many yards, wasn't real open, but at least make the catch, at least get a little positivity on the play.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Wants to throw on first down. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Let's send the tight end in motion. Gives it on the option. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Alabama quickly back to the line. The give on the option.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw at Simpson. Snagged out of the air. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start. Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished the deal with the quarterback sneak. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Manning. Shoots it to the left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Going to swing it on second down. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Touchdown tie. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
At this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the top.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Moore. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. To the air on first down. It's caught. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 40.